Pixel Pino tuning back in with you. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. This is my beta attempt, my second attempt. Something went wrong with my first attempt. I didn't have the screen towards me, so this time I'm just going to go do a screen towards me, a little more impromptu. I'm going to do it real quick. So thank you guys for tuning in. I am working on the Pixel Protectors. Pixelprotectors.com website is going up hopefully soon. I've been working a lot on different protectors, different themes and stuff like that for the line. So that will be going up. If you want to get updates, be sure to check out my Facebook business page, Pixel Protectors. You can also follow me at Pixel Pino on Instagram. That's at Pixel Pino. And then here on YouTube, the Pixel Pino's channel, I'll be doing updates. Content related will be a lot of pickups and hunting and things like that. I'm doing my $20 30-day challenge along with my pixelprotectors.com and the business there. So some of you guys do know or don't know, but I have videos below for my $20 30-day challenge. We have me and Agent Retro. I'll link his YouTube channel below. Agent Retro, we have $20 to make as much profit as we can, taking stuff and flipping it on eBay, Amazon, and Craigslist, however you need to do it. Mostly it's him and I on just eBay. But I think I'm in the lead, but he just picked up a Lego set, and so I have some pickups in this video that I'll be listing online to try to make that challenge. But check out the information on my other videos. I'll link them below as to what the challenge is, but you'll see some of that today. So I want to go through this really quickly because I don't have too much time, and this is my second time through, so I spent about 20 minutes before, so I'm going to talk about 15 minutes today, so hopefully right now. So I just want to go with some pickups. So let's go through some pickups. So first big chunk of the pickups. I got 20 games here, 20 Wii games, 20 Wii games, a PSP game, and PS3. So nothing special. It does stand out. The Dance Dance Revolution Disney, I think, goes for about 15 bucks. Then Madden, this here turned around is MLB 12, the show, and a PSP game. So I'll either probably put these in the I don't know if I can't put them in the competition because I didn't put them. I didn't purchase them in time before I had the profit. So I'll probably do an eBay listing, but they'll not be part of the competition. And I'll keep 2 or 3 of them, or either I'll turn them into the shop, Black Box Gaming here in Northern Arizona, and get some credit on that. So then I have some recent pickups from online and in the store. Sunset Riders. Sunset Riders is a repro. It's from China. It has no label. It's very light in hand. New board. It's a repro. I haven't tested it yet, but I think I ordered it for $4.25 shipped or something like that. It's like, what, 75 bucks, 80 bucks on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. We're looking at about 50 bucks. So I just, I played a lot of it on the arcade. I never owned it growing up. So I would love to get especially Super Nintendo one and also the Sega Genesis one. But until then, hopefully this repo turns out to be worth the $4 spent, and I have that. But that was a good childhood memory growing up in the arcades. I did pick up Extermination. Extermination is a PS2 survival horror game. It's got tank controls, plays a lot like a Resident Evil of the day. A lot of people were trying to emulate that, and Extermination is one of my favorite. It was the very first, I want to say it was the first 5 games I ever picked up for my PlayStation 2 when I got it. This was on sale or something or whatnot, but it was actually a really fun game. It hasn't, graphically and acting-wise, hasn't really stood the test of time, but I think gameplay, if you like tank controls, I think it's a great game. It has a lot to offer. I know we're very used to what Resident Evil 4 put in line for us, but I think that game has a lot to offer to come back to. So some games I picked up here at the store. I got these on discount. Dave Mirra Freestyle 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Complete in box, has the manual in here. So I got this. I couldn't pass it up. The local store, Black Box Gaming, wasn't selling them, so I picked it up for $3. I also got Cubics Robots for Everyone, and this here is a pretty clean box. It sort of looks like a overhead mech game, so actually I'd like to play that. I didn't play a lot of Game Boy Advance or Game Boy in general growing up. I had a Game Boy later down the road, Try to pick up Sega Game Gear, but really I just stay console. So I'm building up some of the Game Boy collection and the handhelds. All right, so some recent ones at the store, real quick. Oh, oh man, I'll have to get that one. At the store, Rad Racer 2, $7. Couldn't go wrong. Didn't have it. And a lot of these I work on credit and use credit and things like that. So heavy shredding. I know there's ski or die, but man, heavy shredding. This is my jam right here. Played a whole bunch of this by Parker Brothers. Heavy shredding is actually a really fun snowboarding game in my opinion, and it holds a lot of nostalgia for me. Another game, real clean. The Black Bass. Can't go wrong with that. Clean title. Got this for $4. So add that to the collection. Throw it in the cabinet here. Raid on Bungling Bay. This reminded me a lot of my, if you guys can see, Desert Strike. I played this and beaten this probably like 5 or 6 times growing up. Jungle Strike and Urban Strike. I haven't played much Urban Strike, played a lot of Jungle Strike, but I'll be needing to get back into these. But had I known about Raid on Bungling Bay, this seems to be the predecessor to those 3 success. Has the same style controls where up is forward, down is backwards, and then left and right or rotate either counterclockwise or clockwise. So that was an awesome title. This here, again, it's a little bit neutered, but again, it was on the NES, and it did. I'm not sure if it was a PC port, but it was. It's a very fun looking game along the lines of the Strike series, and so I was very excited to add this. I've been keeping my eye on it, and I want to pick up a few more for the collection. Let me grab it because it just fell. But it's sort of important, guys. But we do these things live, so it is what it is. This I got turned on to by a buddy of mine, and I ran across a good deal. So I got this for like $10 less than it normally goes for. I think it would be $21 after shipping and everything. But this here is normally a $30 game. This is Journey to Silas, and I got it because it's got a really good label, right? The label itself is really good condition, but it's got this sticker on it. And so if I use a little bit of Goo Gone with some delicate care, I can probably get this back to normal. And again, it'll be back to $30. The label underneath, as someone tried peeling it off over time, did not damage it, so that's good. But a little bit of careful care on this, and you can restore these games, and it looks really clean. So I have to test this out, but I'm happy to add that to the NES library. Okay, a couple more online pickups, or in-store pickups. This here is the Wii Play. I was able to pick up a Wii Play for $4.99. I do have to take a little bit of maybe the Goo Gone, or maybe just I don't know. I'll wipe that clean here, but it doesn't have the game in it. But I found that it had the Wiimote still in like the tape packaging. It looks like it has been cracked open, but hey, it's still got the packaging around it, so that's good. And then I also found a Wii Motion Plus Black. So you can't go wrong with the Wii Motion Plus. Wii Motion Plus is an extra bit, so I'm going to have to try these out. The batteries, as long as they're not corroding. One does look like it's corroding a little bit, so I'm going to have to use some vinegar to neutralize that, clean that up, but I'm sure it'll be working just fine, and I couldn't go wrong. Hey, it even comes with 2 max cell batteries in here. There's 2 max cell batteries, so I got some batteries to go along with it. But it's got the instructions and everything. Can't pass it up for $4.99 when the Wii Motion Plus controllers go for something like, what did they go for, like $15 themselves, or $12 themselves, or something like that. So I know they're sought after for like Red Steel 2 and a couple of the other games. So Wii Motion Plus controller in my Wii Play box. All right, moving on. I was able to get this puzzle game here, Catherine, for the PS3. Ended up getting a good deal on it. It's a little bit more of an adult game, but the idea is it's a puzzle style game with a story, and it's made by Atlas. And anything by Atlas, man, that stuff can turn to gold. So I pick up Atlas when I can, just to store it. I don't know how much I'll play of it, but that's that. All right, so remember Tiger games? Well, Tiger Lasers games were also out. I got turned on by Buddy. They normally have a gun that's stored here, and it shoots at the screen. There's a little sensor here, and it shoots at the screen. There's no buttons, and things fly, and you just shoot. And it's a really fun game. It props once you take the laser out, it props up so you can sit it on the table like yay, and then you can start shooting at it. However, I am missing the gun. This game would normally go 60 bucks with the gun. I'll find the gun somewhere, maybe at a flea market or something. It'll probably be $2. I got this for like $8.99. So when it's all said and done, if I complete this, it'll be a $60 unit. They also have Independence Day and like Area 51, so fun arcade shooters on these little cool little tigers. So some people hate tigers. I still think they're pretty cool. I never played this growing up, but I think it's a pretty cool little idea. With they make a Star Wars one, things like that. So it's really cool. All right, so moving on to garage sale down in Phoenix. Let's go through some of that. So I was able to pick up a lot of games. I'm dropping stuff here, dropping more stuff here, dropping all the stuff here. I'm dropping one that's pretty important to the pickup. For the reason I got it. So I picked up PlayStation 2 games and one Xbox 360 game. Nothing special here. All these are complete except for this one here that looks like an old rental or something. These are all complete. And then I got Vice City case only, and actually had a Midway Classics in there. So that's what I got in here right now. Midway Classics, I believe. I was also able to pick up a generic football game, a generic baseball game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, V Rally 3. This one here, I think, is like 12, 13 bucks. Maybe 8, 9, 10 bucks. And then Pokemon Gold. As soon as he, I asked at the garage sale, do you have any video games? And he's like, yeah, I have some PS2 ones or PlayStation. I'm like, whatever you got, I'll take a look at it. And he threw that in. And then still says I'm counting down. I had to reconnect, so hopefully this doesn't fail on me again, guys. My cell phone is a little shoddy in my fam cave here, but like I said, I got these here, and then I also found a PS2 controller. I might list this online. I did hear just something flopping around. I got to test it out, but I'm going to try these out and probably list some of these online. But it's always fun to pick up Game Boy Advances, and then also any Pokemon games whenever they come out. I picked all this up for $10. So $10, and I just asked the guy if he had games. This here alone is like 13 bucks, pays for the whole stack, and then the rest I can do whatever I so choose with. So that was another great pickup. All right, so still says I'm there, so I'm just going to continue. A few more things. Then we went to Goodwill, and I found some awesome finds at Goodwill. Let's start with the big one. I found a PS2 for $14.99. It was 50% off Saturday, so I got a PS2, no cords, big fat one for half of that, so what, $7.50. Great thing about Goodwill is it's $7.50. If it doesn't work, I test it out, then I can return it, and they'll give me credit, and then I can spend it for other game hunting down the road. But PlayStation 2 is a big favorite of mine, so anytime I can pick up some spares, just in case mine fails. I do have one in my fam cave and one in my bedroom, and then any extras, which this will be an extra, I'll either move, trade, things like that. While I was at Goodwill, I also picked up an Xbox 360 Connect for $12.99, so half off, $6.50 there for Connect. Then it had the power cord separate for $1.49. I believe it pairs up. I'm told that it goes to a 360 Fat. I only have a Slim, but I'll throw these in the tub of things to trade or move down the road. So I got this $1.49, so 75 cents for this. They're normally selling for $6, $7. I was debating putting it in my competition, but we'll see. I'll try to do a separate video on what I did select for the competition. But I don't have a Connect, so here is a DualShock camo, the DualShock 3 6-axis. I got it $5.99 is what it was listed for, but it was 50% off, so $3. Now it does have some issues with the sticks, and they do like to stick to the side. So yeah, like they're sticky, and then the battery doesn't. It does seem to work when I plug it in, but what I might do is just it's not going to be a item that I can sell, but it might be serviceable. If not serviceable, it's cool to have the shell, because maybe if I get another controller that's got a harsh shell but works great, I can switch it out and have more controllers in the collection, or move it down the road. I can always refurbish things, right? Another controller I picked up, I found this at Salvation Army. It was $2. It was a wired Xbox 360. It didn't have the dongle, so I actually made a trade. I picked up Jurassic Park 3 Dino Defender, and I got that for $2. It was listed $2. I got it for $1, and I traded Agent Retro at his shop, Black Mouse Gaming, for a dongle that plugs into it. So now I can test this out, possibly list this, but I don't have one of the wired ones, and again, being a collector, I might keep onto that. So especially since I think I mainly play by myself. My kids like to play. Now they have a second controller. I did just get my 360, so I'm building my collection on that. All right. Couple things for the competition. 100% is the Skill battery charger for it's the model, I don't know, model something, LIC 72. These are going for like $25 online. I plugged it in. The power does come on. I'm going to test the inside with a voltmeter, and then I'm going to have this listed for my competition. I got this for $2.99 and it was stickered at $2.99, so I get it at $1.50, and these are selling consistently for $25. So easy to ship, light, and they can make a lot of money. There's going to be someone who would like to have an extra Skill charger at their workbench. All right. Now this thing works, and I'm so excited about it. If you guys, did I post it? I made some sort of comedy either on my, I think on the YouTube channel. I sold last week a electronic Bible, King James version by Franklin, and you have to get a little card to get the Bible from Bookman's bookstore. And I sold that for $21.99. I picked it up for $1 at the swap meet. And so I know pocket translators, pocket spell checkers, pocket, all these little pocket things from the 90s seem to be really popular and sell because you can get them real cheap. So I picked up this Spelling Ace Franklin. It works. I popped batteries in it, and this thing works. And we're looking at clear. You can put whatever you want in. It works. There's a calendar, I think, on here. A calendar, a calculator, spell checker, thesaurus, things like that. This here I got for sticker price is 69 cents. So I picked it up for 35 cents on the receipt. And it's got just some markings on it of who owned it previously. Looks like one owner probably. And then they just, but pop some batteries in. I'll remove these when I ship it, but I think my price on eBay is going to be $14.99 shipped on this. I could go as high as $20 because they do look like they sell for that much, but I want to make it quick. I have 30 days to flip items for maximum amount of profit. So $14.99 for a 35-cent investment is not bad. Shipping and fees and everything, I'll probably make $10. So those two definitely go in the competition. Couple fun things that aren't really anything here, but I guess they're part of the game collection. I was able to go out, me and my brother-in-law Oscar. We collect the Mario toys at McDonald's. Now these are mission like the little launchers, like a little squeezer that launches and it's supposed to fly or something. But I think we can survive with that because McDonald's stopped selling them like 4 days ago. And I found these at McDonald's, I found these at Goodwill, so I was very excited about that. So Oscar and I will have those. And I'll be one shy from the complete collection from 2018. I just need Mario throwing his hat from Odyssey, and that'll be the last piece. So I'm looking for, if you guys, any of you have them, let me know, and I'll message you, and then me and my brother-in-law, we might pick them up off of you. So, okay, so a couple days ago, I picked up some Warren Buffett ducks, and they are selling for like 12 to 13 bucks a piece. I picked up 4 of them, and I list them for $50 on my eBay site. And as I was doing a Facebook Live video, Kevin, Agent Retro, comes on and he says, I got ducks too. So he got these fair ducks. There's like 40 or 50 of them. You know, the ones that you find at the fair, the carnival, where they sort of go around, you pick them, scoop them up, and they have a prize. He found those. So I raise ducks. He matches me. He sees my bet. He calls me on it. And so he was out shopping the other day, and he found a Superman piggy bank. I was down at Goodwill, and I found a Superman piggy bank. So Superman piggy bank, can't go wrong with that. Not going to list this. I'm just going to put it on the shelf to commemorate my $20 30-day challenge. And if you don't like it, Superman's got a pretty grumpy face, so you have to talk to him about that. All right, getting back down to the nitty gritty here, guys. All right. Oh, can't forget this. My birthday was just last week, and my family knows how much I love being a retro gamer and things like that. And so they picked me up an NES Classic. I own probably 85-90% of the games that are already on here, but I'm excited to have the others. Now I have both the SNES Classic and the NES Classic, and so this will be a great addition. Hook it up to HD TVs with my HDMI, and I can also take it on the road when I go for trainings and things like that. If I'm out and about in a hotel, I can play on the go, and I don't have to lug around a whole bunch of cartridges and a Nintendo, so I can play that and put in little satchels. So, okay. All right. Couple more. Switchbox. Never go wrong as a retro gamer. Switchbox. I got it for like $2 or something. I was at Goodwill and I saw this sitting in the CDs. I was like, bam! Super Mario Brothers, new Super Mario Brothers 2. Can't go wrong with that. $5.99 or $4.99. Really stoked, but unfortunately, no game in it. So guys, I'm out a game, but I was able to talk to the manager and say, hey, there's no game in here. It looks like someone may have stolen it. Can I get this for $1? She's like, fuck it is. So I got that. I'll probably run into the game in a garage sale down the road, so I'll be ready with a complete box to put it in. So while I was at Goodwill, I also picked up, like I said, so I had a garage sale. I picked up the Midway Classics. I found it at Goodwill, Midway Arcade Classics. Got this here, $5.99, half off, $3. And I just love these compilations. For $2 or $3, you can get a whole plethora of games. Looks like you have Spy Hunter, Defender, Defender 2, Gauntlet, Joust, Joust 2, Paperboy, Rampage, Robotron 2084, Smash TV, Bubbles, Road Blaster, Rampart, Sinstar, Super Sprint, Marble Madness, 720, Tubin, Clax, Splat, Satan's Hollow, Vindicators, and Root Beer Tapper. These are all games, if you were to go buy even at a dollar bin, all these Atari games, Smash TVs, like goes for $7-8. This is a great value for $3. So I got that, excited about that. The loose copy that I got from the garage sale sells for about $7, so I can put it in a jewel case, mail that out, and make a little profit on that. Another one that looked really fun, and it was cheap for $3.99, was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, it looked just really fun. It looks like a cel-shaded 3D beat-em-up. So I think it goes for like $7-8. I looked it up on online yesterday. $7-8 for for $2. I could make a couple bucks profit, but this one's a really clean copy. It's complete and it looks really fun. So I might hang on to it for a bit and maybe roll it past the competition before I move it, if I do move it. All right, and then I was in Black Box Gaming yesterday and I picked up Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. I've never seen this before. I don't really know much about it, but I do enjoy and have started collecting again the Oddworld series, Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Exodus, and this here, especially when it says only Xbox, I get all excited. Someone told me yesterday that it is on PSP now, but I'm very excited to throw this in the Xbox collection. It looks fun. You can pre-order. It includes 60 minutes of animation for Abe's Odyssey, Exodus, Munch's Odyssey, and plus a sneak peek at Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. So a sneak peek. So I don't think this is the actual game. I think it's just videos and stuff like that. But I'm actually really excited for that because that's a unique one I haven't seen. All right, getting down to the last 2 or 3 here. Here is Origin Spirits of the Past. I was able to pick this up. $2.99 is what it's listed for. I got it for $1.50. It just looks really cool. I'm not really into anime, but it looks sort of like, I don't know, post-apocalyptic. It looks really cool. So I went based upon a cover. So I got that for $1. All right. And probably my best finds from yesterday was Legends, The Legend of the Dragoon. Legend of the Dragoon, great PlayStation 1 title, RPG. I played this, borrowed it from a friend, I think, maybe, but I never owned it, so I'm excited to get a copy of it. And this here was listed at Goodwill for $19.99. However, it was 50% off Saturday yesterday, and I got it for $10.99. So $10.99, all 4 discs. Book is in there. All 4 discs. Looks like it's a little loose here. I might replace the jewel case, but definitely once I get back into some RPG catching up to do, this will be an addition, excellent addition to the library. I'm very excited about that. All right, last 2 items. As I was leaving Goodwill yesterday, we bought some things for my wife as well, and I was noticing as the counter I was checking out at, as I pass it, I see something case that catches my eye, 2 PSP games, and then the Game Shark logo. So I found that the PSP games weren't really anything, they're buck a game or whatever, but I found a Game Shark Lite for the Dreamcast. This here is a interesting, it's not like a long box, but it's like a CD and a half jewel case, and it's the light version. So there are Game Sharks for the Dreamcast that needed a proprietary card to go along with it. However, I looked into it a little bit more, and it looks like it formats the card for you. So you don't have to worry about having a card, you just use a generic card, it formats it, and you can use it as a Game Shark. However, I don't really do a lot of Game Genie or Game Shark or anything like that. What I do get excited about is being able to play Japanese games on US consoles. This here, I haven't tested it, but from my understanding, you load this in with no codes, it asks you pop in the games disc, and then you're able to play PAL region games for Europe and Japanese NTSC games here, and you're ready to roll. So I know there's a CD you can download, but it's really cool to have this sort of long box setup. And again, I was debating putting it in the competition for 40 bucks because they're going for 35, 40 bucks, and they move rather quickly, and I got it for 10. However, I mean, they give me a $20 profit, but I'm making a decision now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep this so I can play my Japanese games as I run into them. So that's really cool. Oh, and they're the size, see, it's interesting. They're the size of like a DVD case. So that's interesting. It's a jewel case the size of a DVD case. So little unique cases like that can also be interesting too. So last but not least, guys, I went over to Age of Retro's house last night to drop off a shirt from Pixel Prints for Allison and his wife, who co-owns Black Box Gaming in Northern Arizona. And we were talking about this and that, and some recent games. So, sorry, this is also one I picked up, and I was talking about this. I got this for $1 out hunting, and I had this for a short, brief time. I think I traded it or moved away or something like that. But I liked this game. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember it being at least with me for a good month or so in elementary school. So I was excited to pick this up, and we were talking about it. And I told him, like, there's only 3 games that I really, really love the Tigers, and Batman Returns is one of them. The other one, Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is also a game and that I had as a kid. And the last would be Narc. I do not have Narc, but that was a really fun game too. People are like, oh, but I had a Game Boy or I had Game Gear. But we all had one of these in a stocking stuffer, and they were always a great backup. One of the best, in my opinion, was the Mega Man 2. I've beaten this thing probably 30 times itself. It's probably in my top 5 list of all-time games just because of the nostalgia that surrounds it. So now that I have these 2 games, I'm incredibly excited. Now I'm looking for Narc, and that was the last bit of the game. So I am shipping stuff out. I did ship out a board game. I purchased it for 49 cents. I'll be shipping it out come today before church here in a sec. And then we got plans to do whatever I do with I have some testing to do. I have some stuff to list on eBay, and I have some great additions to the collection. And what I'm not going to add to the collection, hopefully I can turn around for some profit, so that when a great deal comes up on maybe about $30, $40, $50 game, and you know, get it for $5 off, then I'll have the cash to move on it because I moved some other things. So I just want to promote that. Be savvy with your stuff. I mean, we're having a lot of fun on eBay, and I know a lot of people don't like to spend much more than $5, and it's all about the hunt, and I love that. But there are some games, especially as they go up in price, you sort of want to jump in on some of the Atlas games. Like if a Rule of Rose came along, I would love to find that in the wild, but I don't know who's going to be finding that in the wild all too often. But Rule of Rose on PS2, if I found a copy maybe at a con that was going for 10% off, 15% off, and I was able to just PayPal them the money because I was able to move the games. That's what we're hoping to do, is inspire people about the $20 30-day challenge. You don't have to have a lot of money to make money. So we're rolling 20 bucks. I'm at like $60 profit. I mean, I have like a total of like 200 bucks that has been paid to like the PayPal account or something like that. 160 bucks to the PayPal account. But I have to think about the cost I still have listed online. I have to pay my shipping costs and things like that. So it equals out to be about a $60 profit. But it can be lucrative, and if you are into video games, be savvy. Look for a good price. Always stay hunting. But when there's that good price and you're able to jump on it, and it's $80 game, and you'd love to find it in the wild, but you never know when you'll find it in the wild, and it's staring in your face, and it's 80 bucks, and it's normally 100, 120. You got to jump on it, and if you have the funds to do so, Age of Retro and I, we really encourage you guys to just hustle. There's money to be made out there, and it's really fun to do if you get into it. And so as long as you build your wisdom, build your experience, you're going to make mistakes, but keep on doing that. So in the meantime, go ahead and click subscribe so that you guys can get updates on pickups. I'm going to do a separate, probably $20 30-day video. You can also follow me on my Facebook business page at Pixel Protectors on Facebook, Pixel Protectors. Then also you can follow me at Instagram at Pixel Pino. And then pixelprotectors.com is a website. There'll be a retail website for the Pixel Protectors, and that's currently in the works. There's nothing to be viewed right now. It will search up on the internet, and you can view it. And then we'll be offering these online there. So the site currently has a place where you can put in your email address, where we can send you updates on any new products. As the site launches, it'll probably include that. So I'll be able to put out some newsletters and keep you guys updated on the actual launch, on any sales, on any new items, on any new prototypes, like my N64 prototypes. Those are coming along. But right now I'm focusing with the NES sleeves and getting those up and going. But as those roll out, you guys will have access to that. Go ahead and put your email address in, and I'll be sure to blast that out to you guys. But again, I appreciate all your subscribes and likes, all your comments. I appreciate you joining my Facebook page and keeping up to me on all that. I just appreciate the tremendous amount of support and love that you guys have. So keep on smashing buttons, knocking elbows, and keep on gaming on.